Guys, what's up? It's GVKcollectibles, and yeah, I'm back. It's Mythical Mountain Monday once again. Mythical Mountain, it's been, I think, a while. I mean, technically, yeah, I took a week off, and I also took off a week for figure reviews, of course. Just mainly because we were in a Panama trip. If you guys saw our Saturday video, and if you did, really appreciate it. We had a lot of fun down there, and we kept safe. So, before we jump into, as always, Mythical Mountain stuff, Mythical Mountain has their auction every Saturday night, and I usually pick up the Sunday stuff on Sundays, which I do, film it on Sunday after I pick up the stuff, then upload it on Monday, because it is it makes what makes it Mythical Mountain Monday. So before we jump in, I did get a few cool things. Actually, over that week when we were in Panama, we didn't really show it off in the Mythical Mountain, not Mythical, our Saturday video, just because it didn't really make any sense, because it was just stuff. But it was just kind of cool stuff. So first things first, I wanted to show this off. It's really, really cool. A little damaged, but my brother, Jack the Pop Guy, he got me Dead Man. This is a one of the ECC exclusives, I think, through the Funko Shop, I believe. And he was able to get it for me, just mainly because I saw both him and Spectre. Really, I love the two kind of magical, kind of supernatural side of the DC universe, so it's really, really cool to have him. Dead Man, basically, he's a acrobat performer who got shot and ultimately has the power to be able to possess people and kind of use their bodies, which is really, really cool. And really, really fun. The pop is really phenomenal, really, really good looking. And he's mostly associated with Batman a lot of the time, which is, the case. And next one, this one was pretty cool. So Crunchyroll recently launched a Godzilla collection. And with their Godzilla collection, they had a lot of the stuff from the the IDW run. They had, like, a lot of the art and, like, sweatshirts and everything. They actually had a Matt Frank hoodie of the Rage Across Time, which is the one set during Japan. It is a phenomenal cover. But I got this is what made me interested in it is the Godzilla cover compendium. So what this is, essentially, is think of any cover from IDW Godzilla run, with the exception of the new Protectors and Monsters and Protectors, I think that's what it's called. You have just phenomenal art and covers, which I really, really love. Like, oh, there it is. That's my favorite one right there. It's by Jeff Zondero. Godzilla in Hell #1. It's a variant issue to make it look like a old EC horror comic, which looks really phenomenal and fantastic. Let me see, where else? Oh, and show off. Oh, yep, here it is. So they had this one. They had this one on a hoodie, which is really, really cool. Rage Across Time. It looks probably one of my favorite. Like, it just looks so cool. But yeah, I got that. I'm pretty happy to have it. It's a pretty awesome set. So let's just jump into the Mythical Mountain stuff. So the first thing I got, this is not necessarily an auction, I just picked it up in the store. It is the Mari Makanami, the Illustrious, I believe. That's how you pronounce her middle name, from Evangelion 3.33. You cannot advance. I mainly picked this up just because I don't have, like, a really, really cool Mari figure, and plus also the film came out, the last film, 3.0 plus 1, came out in Japan this previous week, I believe, and it looks pretty cool. Really fun. I can't wait to crack it open. I don't usually do these kind of statues, but not statues. They're not really, well, they kind of are figurines, I guess. I don't really usually do these figurines too often, but I do make exceptions here and there. And Evangelion is usually that exception. So I'm really happy to have that. So first thing, I would say, another thing I got is Batman, the official comic book adaptation of the motion picture, aka the first Tim Burton film. I actually have, I think, last week actually, I got this one. I got Batman Returns, which is a sequel to this, and I think Batman and Robin, or Batman Forever, I can't remember which one. But yeah, it's just an adaptation of the story of the movie, which is really, really cool. I love the 1989 Batman. I'm very excited because actually DC is continuing the 1986 storyline with Batman 89. It's going to be a digital first series, then it'll show up on print which is really, really exciting. So we're gonna continue to see this Michael Keaton's Batman in that universe. I don't know what kind of they're gonna take up with it, if it's just gonna continue right after the first film. I think it is, just because they didn't show like Joker at all, so I think this is like the new book is going to be set after this first film, which is going to be really, really cool. And hopefully that would be kind of cool to tie it in and actually maybe like kind of divert it from the Schumacher films, so you get actually a closed story arc with Keaton's Batman in the comics, which I think would be a really, really cool idea and a cool concept. So first comic, the first thing I got in the auction was Red Sonja, Age of Chaos, #4. Now this is it's a really beautiful sketch cover, which looks really, really beautiful, of Purgatora, I believe. I'll put the name right there because I am not too familiar with Chaos comics, even though the character has appeared in several books that I have read. I've read like one of their big crossover events. She was in that. She was in this. And she's getting a series with Vampirella too, a Versus series, which is really, really cool. Really beautifully done. It's a sketch cover, or a version of a sketch cover. Looks really, really phenomenal, really cool. This one's, the comic dropped, sorry guys. This one's pretty cool. It's an older one. It is Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. This is a comic book of Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Now, I think this is actually I don't think it's the same run as the DC comics that we saw. I think that was called Elvira, House of Horror. And it's really, really cool. It's really cool to see Elvira kind of like expand, and like she's such a cool horror host. I really love her. And I also love Elvira, Mistress of the Dark movie. It's just a fun horror comedy, which I really, really love. And really, really cool. As I said, it's a little banged up. It's a bit of an older book. This is pretty cool. So, this series, I have no idea what it is about. Oh, yep, yeah, it's Bolin. It is Joker Last Laugh, #1 from December 2001. This is really, really cool. It's done by Boland, I believe. Boland, who for those of you who don't know, he was the artist on Killing Joke. He did Killing Joke, and if you can notice, it has that kind of similar style of Killing Joke, of where it's a very kind of realistic style, and it's very kind of like unique and creepy. Like, he draws the Joker really, really cool, really uniquely, I think. He's probably, him and probably Bruce Timm are my favorites in terms of drawing the Joker, because I think the animated series Joker is really, really iconic, but like also Boland's art, I should say, is really, really realistic and very unique. It's very photorealistic looking, and it's very, very creepy. I do dig it, though. I think this was actually, what I'm guessing, I think this was an event, too. I don't know too much about this event. I just thought it was a really, really cool, awesome cover of the Joker. And I think it's part of the same storyline. We got the Spectre, and it's just this really, really cool cover of Spectre right there, and you got a big old Joker, and this is also the Return of Parallax, which is very, very interesting. So, yeah, I mean that's very interesting. This is early 2001, so it's an early 2001 event. So I think this was before Jeff Johns stuff. So I think the Parallax that came back was either Joker's Parallax or Hal Jordan came back, and I think apparently this is also, let me check, because apparently one of the, like, just looking. Oh, yep. Whoa, that's Ray Snyder. Okay, never mind. It had a Snyder on there, and I wasn't sure if that was Scott Snyder, but it's Ray Snyder. But yeah, it's the Return of Parallax, aka Hal Jordan. This was before, like, Jeff Johns really, like, reinvented the Green Lantern mythos for the time. So this is really, really cool. It's Hulk versus Fin Fang Foom. Now, Fin Fang Foom is a giant dragon, like I think a talking dragon actually, and he's actually one of the main villains of Iron Man. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see Fin Fang Foom, Jesus Christ, fight in the MCU. Not yet, at least. I think there was like a small little reference to him in Iron Man 3, like from a movie poster, I believe, but I could be completely wrong. But it's really, really cool art of Hulk fighting Fin Fang Foom. I don't really know too much about Fin Fang Foom, plus first appearance of the Fantastic Frightling. Oh, and I guess it also has the first appearance in here too. So it like is a kind of there's a reprint of that story of the first appearance of Fing Fang Foom, which looks really, really cool, really well done. I really love that kind of art. Now this is a series I've been like, I wanted to get it in trade paperback, but I decided against it just cause. And it is Deadpool versus Thanos, and this is actually what I remember, a fun story. It's about I think it's set in during Secret Wars actually, and it's basically Thanos and Deadpool are like trying to find Lady Death, which is really, really funny and really cool. Really, really beautiful covers. The first 3 covers are variant covers. These are not the main covers, but except for the last, for issue number 4. But yeah, pretty cool. I'm just gonna like that. And yeah. And I think I showed this one already, but that too. So yeah, camera's about to cut out, and so I'll be right back. Like, we'll take a quick second, and that's it. Guys, I'm back. So this one's really, really cool. I'm really glad to have this. It's an older trade paperback, but it is a really, really cool one. It's actually, nope, it's the first volume of this particular story. It is DC: The New Frontier by Darwin Cook and with Dave Stewart. And this, so basically this is what this story is about. What if, where are the heroes gone? But it's basically kind of set during the post World War II, and we get to kind of see all the superheroes that we all know and love from the Silver Age, kind of how they would come to be in the decade they were out. So, like, for example, you have Batman. It's kind of hard to tell, but you have Batman back there. He's actually in his first appearance costume in Detective Comics 27. You got Superman in his kind of first appearance costume as well. It's a little bit mixture of Kingdom Come suit also, which is okay, but it's just really, really cool, really wonderful art. I've heard nothing but wonderful things about New Frontier. I have not had the opportunity to read it until now, of course, which I'm going to be reading it, luckily, but like, there's also another volume. If I can't find the other volume of this particular print, I will get, like, whatever version I can get my hands on, but it is really, really cool. But it basically, the story takes a look at, like, how superheroes would have been in the Silver Age. It's really, really cool and really unique. It has as I said, it says it has like a retro 50s style to it, which you can definitely tell and see, which I really, really love. And particularly, I love the idea of telling stories with superheroes set during their specific time period. So, like, if they set in like the 50s, and you don't really like have to work, like, you could tell a self-contained story of these characters, which is really, really cool. I mean, it's an example, I think, of Spider-Man Life Story, which, like, each issue is a different decade, which I think is really, really cool. And it's really cool to kind of see. It's a little different. Spider-Man not One More Day, Life Story is a little different just because it jumps different time periods, but this one, it's like, it's set during the 50s. The 50s slash, well, yeah, 50s probably, just judging from what the quotes on the back say. It's definitely a 50s style, and I also know it's a 50s kind of style. I also want to watch the movie too, but I'll read this first before. So, the second to last comic, this one's really, really cool. It's Wonder Woman number 14 from January 2008. And it is a part of the Gail Simone run, but it also has art of Terry Dodson and Rachel Dodson, which I really love. For those of you who know, I love their art. They're really, really incredible. And also, this is Gail Simone run, so this was before, I think she did, yeah, this is a little before she did a run on Red Sonja and I think Batgirl, which is really, really cool. So, I'm very, very happy to have this cover. I love Dodson's art. The Dodson's art, it's so, so great. Like, one of the series that I love Princess Leia. It was one of the first series that I think I was exposed to the Dodsons, I believe, and that art is just super fun. And it's a super fun book, but it's also, the art is amazing in that book. I really love it. So the last book on today on Mythical Mountain is a unique book. It is Berserker with Keanu Reeves. This is actually a black and white 1/100th black and white version cover of the main cover with like no text or anything. It's just how it would ship. So Berserker, I actually read this in Panama City, not this particular book, but the one that I got, and it's fun. Like, it's a fun book. Many people compare it to the Old Guard, which is very, very similar, where you have like these kind of immortal warriors. It's the exact same thing with this book, Berserker, but you have Keanu Reeves in it. So, and Keanu Reeves is like in the book, and this is actually continuing. This is, ultimately, I think a lot of people thought this was just like gonna be like a one-shot, and it was done. Like, it kind of feels like it's very interesting, very cool. It's very violent. It's a violent book, which, like, it's from Boom. They normally push the envelope when it comes to violence. Like, for example, like, Someone Killing Children is a very violent book. So, with that, yeah, with that out of the way, that is the final book of Mythical Mountain Monday, and with that being said, I hope you guys liked the video. I hope you hit subscribe and hit the little bell notification so you can notify when we upload videos like Mythical Mountain Mondays, What's in the Box Wednesdays, Figure Review Fridays, and also Jack's Pop Guy is going to be doing a Sunday video. I'm not exactly sure what it is. He's thinking of doing something very cool. That's something similar that I do on figure reviews, but it's kind of a little shorter, which, like, I think is fantastic, because a lot of pops, I think people get, like, I don't talk about pops, or I not collect them, but the ones that I do, a lot of them have really great paint detailing and paint apps on them to make them really look good. So definitely check out that when that series is going to show up. I don't know exactly, but I think it may be this Sunday. Don't quote me on that. Also check us out on Instagram too, GVKcollectibles and Jack's Pop Guy as well. And also check us out our Mercari shops too.